Some major Bengals injury updates. This has serious implications for the Bengals on Sunday against the New York Jets at home. We're going to break down the injury report, not just for the Bengals, but also the New York Jets, and why this is going to matter for a crucial game the Bengals need to win to continue their push for the playoffs in 2025. Welcome to the jungle. This is Isaac Coffman with Bengals Digest. Happy to see you Bengals fans, and if you want to get in on the discussion, all things Bengals, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you have not already. We appreciate each one of you. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers. We appreciate each one of you out there. And a quick announcement as well. If you love talking about sports, whether it's in hockey, baseball, football, we are on the lookout for our other Digest teams. So be sure to follow the link down below. Check us out. We want to see what you got because we are on the lookout for ones that love talking all things sports. So be sure to check out that link down below. Well, the injury report came out for this Sunday. The New York Jets are coming to Cincinnati. And on paper, yes, the Jets have not won a game yet, but everything matters, whether it's the small details, and especially concerning the Jets and their big time players. It's interesting to see the injury report that came out. Simply put, the Jets' star player, you can argue, is Sauce Gardner, who played for the Cincinnati Bearcats. He is well known in the Cincinnati region, but according to reports, he is one of the Jets that has been ruled out. This is going to be such a crucial thing because it's going to really come down to, can this Bengals offense continue to hit those strides like they did against the Steelers? And the Jets have Sauce Gardner, arguably one of the best, if not the best cornerback in the league. He is going to be out, along with Garrett Wilson, who is arguably one of the better wide receivers. He's definitely the best wide receiver on the Jets, but they have been ruled out. So this is crucial. This is huge when you think about the little details that go into a game like this. And I hear you. You know, it's the Jets. They have not won a game yet, but the Bengals are 3-4. They are making that push for the playoffs. Every game matters right now. It always does. But when you're trying to get back into the playoff race, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It's the NFL. The Jets could be a trap game. You know, the Bengals could view them as an easy game, and that's when you get into trouble. Certainly, you're not hearing it from the coaches so far in interviews. They have been saying that they're treating this like any other game. They're going to be going into this like a must-win, which they should be. But it remains to be seen. Let's see what they do on Sunday against the Jets, because as much as we would love for this to be an easy win for all the tough games they've been through, the ones that they've been blown out with, you don't want to see that again. You don't want to see a loss to a team like the Jets, because this is one that you should mark as a win on your schedule. When you're adding up these wins, they are going to get back into this. They have a great shot. As much as the probability, I think they're factoring in a lot of the losses that they had early on. But now with Joe Flacco, you have a chance to make a push. Now, the other big thing that's going to be coming up is Trey Hendrickson. He did pop up on the injury report. He did not play in that Thursday game, and he was severely missed. I mean, you could see they were not getting the pressure. So that's something to keep an eye on. As of right now, he is questionable. So you got to get your playmakers in there. And Trey Hendrickson has been he's been a reliable guy. The concern there is that it's a hip injury. And that could be a lingering injury. That's what kind of concerns me, is you got to have Trey Hendrickson to help you in this push to the playoffs, because that defense has been now the glaring weak spot. As much as we've talked about that offensive line, it improved a lot on Thursday. Now, again, let's hope that continues. It's not to say it's fixed for good, and now going forward, the offensive line is going to be great, but they seem to complement Joe Flacco. Now it's on the other side. Now the glaring weakness is that defense, and not having Trey Hendrickson in there, that's just going to see that glaring weakness even more. But when we take a look at the injury report, it's probably hard to see there, but just kind of giving you highlights again. The big thing to note for injuries is Sauce Gardner, of course, just because of being kind of the star on the Jets. I mean, he is a terrific cornerback. You'd love to see a guy like that on the Bengals and that defense to help them out. But he is going to be out. Garrett Wilson. Tyrod Taylor is the other to keep an eye on, because the Jets have not really named a starter yet. Justin Fields has been the starter, but has struggled. But it might answer itself if Tyrod Taylor is not able to go. They might end up going with Justin Fields. So that's another thing to keep an eye on when it comes to, again, the little details about this game. As much as, again, on paper, the Bengals are actually favored to win this game. Little things like this, not having the Jets having their best cornerback, not having their best wide receiver, those types of things can factor into a game like this. Because we figure, okay, the Bengals might have this win, but maybe it's an off day for the Bengals. They don't get things clicking on offense. I certainly think they've got something going. I think that's going to continue, but I think it's going to come down to the little things. Can the Bengals play a clean game? Because again, the full highlights of it, again, just notable ones. Hendrickson is again questionable. Tanner Hudson, he has been kind of that bright spot for the tight ends, kind of more of that receiving tight end, but he is questionable. Had a concussion issue going on, so he could potentially be out. That's one to keep an eye on when it comes to that. Cedric Johnson, another questionable. Matt Lee, the center, is doubtful, so don't expect him probably to be there. He hasn't really been active in some games, but having a backup center, just something to keep in mind. You have Teddy there in the middle, but Lucas Patrick is a backup. He has been playing the guard position at right guard, but he is viewed kind of as that backup center. So they do have that depth there, but you want to see Matt Lee come back. You want him to kind of be that center of the future. I think he's going to be one that they look to. So it's not good to see him as doubtful, but that's one to just make a note of. Cam Sample is another doubtful defensive end. They need all the help they can get at defensive end. So that's kind of a bummer to see that he might not be able to go. They've been kind of doing more rotational, but you need guys like Shamar Stewart. You need Joseph Osai. Those types of guys that can step up and play. And Cam Sample kind of gives them that extra depth. So that's kind of a bummer if he's not going to be able to go. You have Marco Wilson also at linebacker that is also listed as doubtful. But again, the big name is going to be Sauce Gardner. That is a huge blow to the Jets. If anything, you could argue the defense for the Jets could slow down that offense, and you could possibly have a close game on Sunday. Still could happen. But having Gardner not out there, I think that makes it less and less likely. Again, it remains to be seen. The Bengals just got to play a clean game. They just got to go out there and take care of business. They are at home. They could take this without a doubt. And I think that's what they need to do. Whether they have Trey Hendrickson out there, the defense has a lot to prove. This is a game that you can go out there and prove all the doubters wrong. They've been getting a lot of flack, and for good reason. The poor tackling, that's been really the Achilles heel for them. Big plays, they've been giving those up. They got to stop the bleeding when it comes to those big plays, the poor tackling. It's got to stop. So let's kind of hold our breaths a little bit. I'm hoping Trey Hendrickson can take the pressure off a little bit, because that's what they have really been lacking, is without Trey Hendrickson out there getting pressure on the quarterback. I hope that he's going to be ready to go. It'd be great to see him out there. And I'm hopeful for the defense to kind of take a turn, kind of go out there and prove all the doubters wrong, that this is going to be a solid defense. They can get those timely stops. They're not going to be a top 10 defense. I don't see that happening. There's just no way. They're too young. They got a lot of guys that are developing. But if you can just be that solid defense, that's all they need to do to complement this offense that is starting to fire on all cylinders with Joe Flacco in there. But we want to hear from you guys. What do you think about these updates? What are your predictions when it comes to this Jets game? I'm going to call it right now. I feel like it's going to be still one of those things, unless the defenses can really clamp down. I see the Jets putting up anywhere from 17 to 21 points, but I do see the Bengals putting up about 28 to 30 points. So I'm going to give it a 20 to 30 Bengals win. That's my prediction going into it, barring any other updates, any things like that. I'm also kind of factoring in possibly Hendrickson not going, but I still feel like the Bengals have got this one. But we want to hear from you guys, so leave a comment down below, your comments, your confidence level going into this game, and anything else you want to talk about when it comes to the Bengals in this 2025 season. We want to hear from you guys. And again, if you have not already, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you'll be up to date when all of our new videos drop. So that's going to do it for now, guys. As we say, Houday.